Hello, beautiful people. So, this morning I did a quick reading just to see what the energy of the day was, and quite honestly, I'm not surprised. It makes complete sense with everything that I talked about in the astrological reading. If you did not see that, definitely go and check that out. But we are at a group at a time right now, excuse me, when we are definitely being reflective of the choices that are being made right now, and this is on a societal level as well as an individual level. And I talk about this all the time about this kind of like trickle down effect of of what happens on a larger scale and how that trickles down on an individual scale. As a community, as a global community, we are definitely reassessing with this Ten of Swords, like what we find important, right? What we find important in our relationships, what we find important in our world, what we find important in our careers, so on and so forth. Even the people that we are aligning ourselves with, the communities that we are aligning ourselves with. Like, you may be a person that has always had a particular group of friends, but now you're just like, hold on a minute. Like, I don't really know about this. And some of us are done kind of with that evaluation, and we're like, okay, now I need a plan. Now what I'm going to do, I've decided that I no longer want to be a part of this group. I no longer want to participate in these things. So what is my practical plan? And I talked about this last week. I talked about how manifesting things that we want isn't just enough. We need a practical plan to go along with that, right? And so with that, there has to be balance, right? We have to have this balance between the things that we want to manifest, the things that we want to bring about in our lives, whether that is on an individual scale or whether that is on a kind of like a global community type of scale. Is how do we find a balance in that, right? Because that's the problem now with the world, is that there's this constant struggle for power, and there's no balance. Like, one party wants all of the power, and there's no balance, right? And so with this Knight of Wands, it's telling us that if we find this balance, but within ourselves and also on a global scale, that we can definitely have the things that we want, right? But now it's go time. It's action time, right? We have to take those practical steps, and we have to apply them, right? Otherwise, we're never going to be able to reach the point that we want to reach. And Spirit is definitely seeing that we're working towards this, but we just have to push harder. We really, really have to align ourselves with what is not only just good for us, but that is good for the betterment of all people,